Hello and welcome back. Now today is Evo day. So currently we've got an Evo in the garage. It's been here for the last 11 years. It's been up in the air and it's been feeling sorry for itself. And now I've got time to put it back together, to take it back to its former glory. So right, let's do it. Right, now that the Evo is in the middle where we want it, before we start it, can't open the bloody bonnet. How do you do it? Oh, yeah. Right, so off camera I've just poured a little bit of oil down here into the cylinders. I'm just going to shine a bit of light in there just to see if it is still there, but I've left it overnight just to see if it's sunk in. I don't know fully how it works, but I don't know if it'll sink through or it'll just sit on top. I don't know. I think it will seep through because it's cold and there will be a gap, because I think when it warms up it expands and it closes that gap, I think. I don't know. Looking for a torch just to shut in. Let's have another look. So there seems to be still a puddle of oil in each one of those, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank it over by hand and give it a few rotations. I'm going to drop the oil out of it, refresh the oil. I've picked some oil up for it. I'm going to put the original spark plugs back in because I think it was just serviced just before it was off the road, so it pretty much had everything it needed, so there's nothing actually wrong with the spark plugs. I need to drop the fuel. That's another thing I need to do, and then to just kind of turn it over by hand and see what happens. Oh, I'll tell you what I did get as well. I got a new 13mm spanner because mine is lost within the car somewhere because I dropped it. So here it is, look. Right, you ready? Fucking hell, what chance we got here. Yes. Couldn't get an 8mm socket though, lost that, that's gone. Bloody hell. Right, get it jacked up. I'm going to get this. I'm going to take the wheel off, I'm going to take the shit shield out, and hopefully I can get to the crank and turn it over. Right, so the wheels is off. Wheels is off. The wheels are off. The wheel is off. So the wheels are off, or the wheel is off. Not the wheel are off. Now we've cleared that up. Right, look at that. That there is a cutout so you can crank the engine over without taking that shit shield off. What a beautiful piece of engineering. Just the little things in life. I appreciate that. That saves me having to take all this off. That 22mm nut just fits on there nicely. Now I don't know if there's a right and a wrong way to rotate this. Let me just have a look, see if there's anything obvious on it. I don't think there will be, but I imagine it prefers to spin one way rather than the other. Don't know. We're just going to go with clockwise. Oh, there we go. That was an easy turn. I, 'cause I, 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 That's not so easy. But she seems to be spinning. So turns out it was hard to turn because I'd left it in gear. So took it out of gear. I'll show you how easy it is to turn now with no resistance on it. Pretty much turning over on its own now. Bless it. Right, let's drop the oil. 10 years worth of oil. Oh, it's black as out. I thought it was going to be golden, you know. Right, okay, so we've dropped the oil. We've put some plug back in. We've put new oil in it. Topped it back up. Topped it back up with new oil. It's still showing a little bit high on the dipstick, but it is showing me on here 5.1 litres. And I've just put in a full one of these, which is 5 litres. And it's still showing a little bit high. Yeah, 5 litres. Still showing a little bit high on the dipstick, so I'm just going to let that settle a little bit. While that's settling, we're just going to have a look at this fuel. Right, so what we've got here on the fuel tank is a drain plug. There. So just have a look, see if there's one on the other side. So the fuel tank itself is a bit like a saddle. So it kind of, the prop and everything else runs through it, and then there's like a bit of a reservoir that side and reservoir that side. So there's two bottoms to it effectively. So if there's a sump plug this side, I should be able to drain it relatively easy. Yeah, so there's two sump plugs there. So I don't have to get too giddy with trying to siphon it and mess about with electricity and trying to pump it. So I can literally drain it from the bottom. I will do that. So I'll drain it from one side and then drain it from the other. Make sure there's no sparks or anything, because that could be deadly. Don't know why I said it like that. Right. That there is perfect. See how this goes. So there is, I don't know if my tub's going to be big enough, but oh, she's crusty and she's leaking. Oh, it smells like petrol. There it is. I hope no one rings me now, I'll blow up. I didn't think it was going to take as long as this. We're still waiting. Right, while waiting, I can put the wheel back on and drop it down. So I can get the right levels on that, and then hopefully drain enough fuel out of it, and I'll nip and get some fuel, and then we'll, I think, we might be able to start it. Right, while that fuel is draining, we're going to put these spark plugs back in. Spark plugs are in, coil packs are going on. Right, they're nipped up, so the coil packs are on. I think that was the way it went, can't remember. They're on. There's connected. Right, I'm just going to drop the fuel sender off because I just want to inspect the tank. So while I've been draining the fuel off, just noticed bits of rust in it. So I don't know if that's just from bits of shit in the tank ordinarily, or the tank is rusty. So I'm just going to drop this sensor off. I'm just going to drop that cover off and expose the fuel sender, and then have a look inside the tank if it's possible. So right, we're going to do that now. Well, looking at that, it's sat in its own ball, so it's kind of looks like it's in pretty good condition. I don't think I'm going to see much more than that. I'll put it back together. It's like it sits in its own chamber, so I can't actually see the full tank, so never mind. It was worth a look. So that's all the fuel drained out of it, so whatever fuel I put back in now will mix with the old stuff, and you've got majority of good. Yes, just ready for some fuel now. Whoa, another step closer. Right, let's get the battery on. That comes with, so some batteries are obviously, the terminals are different sizes. The battery that I got actually comes with those two shims there, so that just makes it a bigger size. Right, now that the battery's connected, I might just prime it a few times. I could be doing stuff completely wrong here, but basically all I wanted to do was to get it mobile. Oh, it's not happy about something. Right, oh, Clifford, it's got a Clifford on it. I'm excited. I am excited. So she's ready. So after 11 years of sat just in there in the corner, she's finally ready to be started and to be mobile once again. So there's still a lot that needs doing to her. Hell of a lot. Too long to list. But the main thing I wanted to do was just to get her moving. So got the wheel back on and hopefully now get the engine started. Can't get in. Out. Joel's only 4 foot, isn't he? Right, we're in. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. But it did something before. It all lit up. Now it's not. Right, here we go. Oh, she's not running right. running on oil. Yeah. Tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna be not good. Shit. I turned it off, yeah, but I need to find out, make sure those coil packs went right way, because if they're not, it'll run lumpy. Right, so when I put it back together, I just put it back to what I thought, and I never actually checked, but I'll show you what I've done. I even put cover on, that's how excited I was. But yeah, it was lumpy, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, so I've got these two coil packs mixed up. I just assumed that lead went to there and that went to there. What I should have done was look back on how I took it out, but I just thought I'd remember and I didn't. I forgot. So we'll swap these over and hopefully she runs a bit better. Right, here we go. Attempt number 2. Look at the weather. Absolute horrible weather. Right, can't find key. Hello? No, no, no. Don't make key. Ah, see. No, no. More pockets and stuff, mate. Right, got them. Here we go. Here we go! Right, so again, something wrong with immobiliser. Nope. No. No, don't like that. It does not like that. What's up with it? Here we go. Attempt number 2. That's better. That is better. Yes. Ah, bless her. Oh, she sounds mint. Excellent. Smells like beans on toast. Right. Oh, thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Fucking weather. Look at the horrible weather. Right. I'll see you later.